Hello everyone. I am back with a big traveling junk journal kit. I haven't made one of these in a while, so I got one finished. And this book plate isn't on here. I was pondering the book plate, so if you see the video and you buy the journal, reach out to me if you would like this or another book plate put on here. All right, so there's that. And this kit comes with all kinds of goodies. One thing is a mini set of the individual alphabet stamps. There's 30 pieces. So there's that. This is just an envelope of all different papers, and there's wallpaper, there's dictionary pages, just some extra bits in here. Let's get to it. I think this is going to be a long video. So this guy is 8 3/4 tall, 5 3/4 wide. It is about 3 1/4 inches thick, how it sits now. The spine itself is 2 1/2. And this fabric, amazing fabric. And there's the back. And here's what it looks like from the top. Make sure I'm in frame. There we go. So let's get into it. There's a seam binding closure. When we open it up, here we go. So on the inside, you have your pocket in the front full of everything junk journalish that you need for junk journaling. In the center, there's the removable journal. And then in the back is the box of all the other goodies that you need for junk journaling. So we'll just go through these one by one. There is 3 or 4 different bits of fabrics, and I'll show you this one. This is from the cover, and I just thought it was neat. It's $18.89, so I left that in there. And then in here, we have a tea-stained library card pocket, and in that are 2 of the Tim Holtz book plates, an Ex Libris book plate, a little tag, a label, I'm not going to get everything back as it was, or we'll be here for 2 hours. And there's a library card and an index card and one of the little Tim Holtz girls. And here's a little file folder made out of brown file folder. In this bag, there's a bag of trims. And there's just all different, there's lace, some more lace, some trims, all different kinds of goodies in there. And this envelope has 3 different colors of Sari, and it's put together with some twine. So that's what's in that one. Oh, I need a piece of paper to show you this here. I'll use this. It's a stamp. Oops, there we go. It's a little stamp. It says to and from. So that's in there. There's some more Tim Holtz ephemera. There's a tag, some hole reinforcers. Here's the bits of cardstock left from the pages that I used to make the journal. There's very old book pages, some piano roll, the rest of the piece of a ledger from 1871 that I used in here. There is some deli paper, there's the other piece of that, and a piece of tea stain paper. And then on the outside of this pocket, there's a vintage stamp and a little plate that says your greatest creation is always going to be your life story. So, and there's that. We'll get that all back in there later. So here is the journal inside. There's one of my metal handmade plates on the back. And this comes out. So you just untie the string. And as soon as I find where I tied it in, there we go. You just untie the string and it lifts right out. So you can take it out and work on it. You can work on it in here. But this is one of my covers from an old DE ledger that I scanned in. The spine is some Tim Holtz fabric, and then I put some trim on the edge. Here's what it looks like open. It's got a 1-inch spine, and there is, I believe, 36 pages in here. I didn't put any pockets or anything in the front or back because this is for you to make as your own. So this is the first page of a 1905 almanac that I have. Some mulberry paper, tea stained paper, and there's just a couple of bits of tag in here. Here's the other side of that, an old railway page, tea stained notes page. There's some more of the vintage ledger that I have. Some parchment, some old school paper. There's a library catalog card there. Oh. Some more vintage book pages. And my new stamp. It says handcrafted by Johnny, 2019, Junk Journal Shop, certified one of a kind. Because all of my journals are one of a kind. So yeah, that's fun. So this is the first journal that has that stamp. How about that? All right, so I'll tie that back in a bit. And now the box. Let me make sure you guys can see this good. So on the top here is a skeleton clip. And I've just clipped on this little map. And then there's also a little pocket right here, and there's just a piece of ledger in there. And that's Modge Podge, so it is safe. You can write on it and ink on it and everything on it, and it should wipe right off. And you know I can't get that back on there right now, so we'll just leave it like this. All right, and so here is, well, let's get in it, and then I'll show you guys the sides. So it's just got a little elastic bit here with one of the Tim Holtz doorknobs. Oh, and you open it up, and there's that piece of vintage ledger, Modge Podge on the inside. And there is everything in here you need. And when I ship this, I'm going to put these separate, wrapped in plastic so they don't leak. But here's a mini bottle of Fabrifix and a mini bottle of Modge Podge. All right. And this is a little, it's a embossed tag that I made in 2 little needle case, and there's 2 little needles in there. So there's that. A tiny pair of scissors. There's a mini ink pad, a mini dauber, two spools of thread, and a little mini book with real mini pages. So cute. And then here's the little tin full of all the yummy bits. And it's, the bottom has a removable magnet, which is kind of nice so everything doesn't fall. So there's brad, there's a rusty safety pin, there's ball pins, there's gypsy bells, charms, buttons, gears, clips. What else is in here? A garment pin, keys, book plate, all kinds of goodies. All of the junk journal stuff. All right, and of course there's some washi tape, and it's a ruler. There's a little Prima flower. Here's a strip of buttons, some twine, And then there's a purple and a red pen, a yellow and a brown pencil, and a paintbrush. So that's what's in the back. And then I'm going to show you the sides of this box. So on the sides of the box, so the only thing about this is this ink pad is a weensy little bit too tall. I need to make the sides bigger, but that's what it looks like closed. And the corner, all four corners have these really pretty metal embellishments on them. So there it is. I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you want to learn how to make these, of course you can take the class from Nick the Booksmith. As we all know, all things junk journal. She has all of the classes you could ever want. And again, if you like this and you decide to purchase it, let me know if you would like a book plate on it. And it doesn't have to be this one. I can put any word you would like in there. So I think that's all I have for now. It's really warm here in Florida, around 100 again today. And I'm going to stay in the air conditioning and get going on my next project. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a great afternoon, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.